I'm Marko Marjanovic with Winterlong Brewing. The first beer that I bought was Brooklyn Brewing East IPA. I'd never had an IPA before, didn't know what it was. I drink this thing and there's hops and there's bitterness and there's grapefruit and there's all these flavors in it I'd never experienced before. My favorite ingredient to work with is yeast. How you treat yeast makes such a different beer, and the different varieties of yeast make such a different beer. And to be able to do that with a living organism and, apply different temperatures and different processes, and they produce different aromas and different flavors, and it's unending. There's millions of combinations, and it's so cool to work with that. So that is my favorite ingredient to work with. Often when we're getting to a new style of beer, the yeast is what we'll think about first. My favorite part about being a brewer is all of the day-to-day challenges that come up. There's a lot of problem solving, and most people would not want to be in an environment like that. But I trained as an engineer, and I love problem solving. I wake up in the morning, can't wait to solve the next problem. And so when you're brewing, especially in craft brewing, there's always something that comes up and you have to adjust either for consistency or to get the beer the way you want it. And those problem solvings, day-to-day problem solvings, are really my favorite part about brewing and being able to drink the beer at the end of the day. The way we choose the names for our beers is sort of a random process. Sometimes we'll be listening to a favorite punk rock song or just driving down the road listening to CBC, and a word will pop out and we'll file it away thinking that was cool. And then when we might brew a new beer, we'll need a name, we'll bring that back out and we'll say, hey, this fits perfectly. It's a really cool natural fit, and it just clicks. The aspect of our brewery that we're most proud of is the fact that it's small enough that we can still make all the beers that we want. We can still try new things all the time, yet still large enough that we're able to supply Yukon bars and restaurants and can our beer as well. And the fact that we live moments away, that we can commute by bike to it. It's a real sustainable, we try to make it as sustainable as possible. We've got solar panels on our roof, so we're trying to make it sort of a lifestyle brewery, and I think we're getting pretty close to be able to call it a very sustainable lifestyle brewery.